So a funny thing happened last night. I just had what I considered at least another hour of editing to do. And I fell asleep with my phone in hand. And then I woke up about 4 o'clock in the morning like this. And after that, I decided I'll go back to sleep for a little bit. I'll just close my eyes. And I woke back up at 7 a.m. So I got another hour and a half of editing to do. And then it's Monday. And there's plenty to do on Monday. Make it epic. You be you. Inexcusably.
Left spin boom. Oh, stand on. Boom!
This journey to the compost. I have a raging headache and I'm trying to figure out if it's from bananas, dehydration, CBD, stress, whatever.
Air pressure, the weather looks like it's gonna downpour possibly.
Cool shoes.
You like those? I turn them into slide-ons because I don't like putting the backs on. I like it easy.
Do a
simple.
Quaker Levante.
Sei sicuro vuoi vedere come sono io quando vengo qui con questa roba? La spazzatura del cibo. Vuoi vedere cosa faccio io? Ah, guarda! Una farfalla! Ma tu non vuoi essere arrivata! So here we are in the kitchen again. This is where I spend a lot of the time when I'm not busy elsewhere doing other things. And right now I'm kind of I've been prepping bananas, taking it a little easy, slowing down because this past weekend was a lot. And between the heaviness of what felt like a lot of emotional stuff coming up and, you know, just teaching can sometimes be, it can be uplifting, it can be energizing, but sometimes it can also be a little bit exhausting too. So I just taking it easy, one day at a time, one step at a time. So I'm playing with my coffee kombucha, and I'm gonna add just a little bit of carob because I'm feeling like that chocolatey flavor craving, and I'll just stir it on in. Sometimes that's just what I do. Raw carob. You gotta play with and make things your own. There's no such thing as a recipe technically. It's just a matter of a combination of flavors and energies dancing with each other. What? I love it. I love it. To me, my mind and my palate will go to, what am I craving? What do I want to feel? And what's the sensation? What's the texture? Is anybody else like that out there? Where you're like, well, I'm craving this. Even though you have other food in the house, maybe it's easy to get caught up in the whole, well, I reach for something. During my first Beyond Addiction, I really had to be confronted with the distraction of how food can take you out of doing things that you need to be doing. I would be able to easily say, well, I gotta go prep this and I gotta go eat, so I'd go in the kitchen and I'd start doing it. Meanwhile, I knew through that program that it was just my form of an addiction, a distraction, instead of sitting with whatever was coming up for me emotionally, or just doing what needed to be done. That maybe I had this very subtle underlying fear, because that's usually what it is that causes us to reach for something else. This subtle fear that, oh, I have to deal with the confrontation of doing this. I'm afraid, you know, like sometimes it's not even something you can think about or put your finger on. It's just so deeply ingrained in us that unless you sit with it and go, okay, why am I actually hungry? And I had to do that a few times where I'd be like, am I really hungry? Or is this just a moment where I need to be sitting here and working on writing or calling up or sending an email to someone that I need to deal with? It's very nice with carob. And just to add to that, I'm going to add some more coffee kombucha. Oh, I put it in the freezer. Sometimes I'll stick it in the freezer so it'll make it icy and a little colder. Because here in the Florida sun and the heat, the temperature rises. We gotta keep cool and hydrate. So cheers to your morning or afternoon delight and reaching for something to hydrate, uplift you. What are you having today?
Check this out. I found a bunch of this stuff.
Not cool.
This is what I live for. Look for the miracles. They're always around. Look at that beautiful rainbow. I knew one was coming. Look at the sky. This is why it's so important to get out in nature, because you never know what could pass you by. Appreciate. Look with gratitude, with beginner eyes, in awe of all that's around you. Opportunities are always available. Just becomes a part of your perspective. The more you look for something to delight you, the more it will excite you when you find it surprises you. What?
So I'm getting ready to sit down and study because tomorrow I have a conference. This is my conscious communications level 2 Kundalini yoga teacher training that I've been in the process of taking, and still have a few more months of material, and the DVDs are actually kriyas and lectures with Yogi Bhajan from different times, and I'm looking forward to just kind of reviewing this tonight. It's been a hot day, kind of a long day, a little bit less stress, a little catch up, a little clean up. I'm gonna go take a shower now, clean up my funk. It's a nice smelling funk in my opinion. So I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and tune in tomorrow for episode 20, because this is 19. What? Sweet dreams.